Hello everyone and welcome to this evening's live stream. Thank you to all of my 300 subscribers who have joined me on this road to 1,000 subscribers. It has been absolutely epic and I've loved every minute and every video I've made, and I want to thank you all by doing a special tonight. We are doing a NASCAR 1955 race at Atlanta, the 2020 Atlanta, but we are using the 2019-2020 drivers, as you can see in the qualifying, and they are basically going to be driving 50s cars, so it should be interesting. Let's press continue. As you can see, there is the lineup. We have a total of 33 cars, so it should be very interesting. Let's go to Suarez and let's take a look and let them get on with the race.
Drivers, start your engines!
So here we go, we are going for the green for this 1955 mod with the current drivers from the NASCAR racing season, and we have a green, and we are off. Yeah, well, I've got some NASCAR stuff to do, Magnus, to be fair. I probably won't do any Formula 1 this weekend now. I've got lots of stuff to do, and some new stuff. I've got to say, the guy who made these on Stunt Rod, absolutely clever, because they are all literally the same liveries as what the guys wear now on the track, but they are obviously on 55 era cars. Hella cursed? What do you mean? Like why what? It's fun. It's different, isn't it? Look at Kyle Busch's car. You just can't beat that. That just looks incredible. Looks like Kyle Busch is about to overtake and take the lead as well. Maybe not. He has not got the lead now. But the cars look awesome. I've just had a thought, I should put Doc Hampton in this in cars, that would be even more funnier. This mod, if you would like to download it, is in the Stunrod, is it Stunrod or Stunrod site? It is now called Days of Thunder. Look at the leaderboard then. So we have Kevin Harvick in first, with Clint Bowyer in second, Kyle Busch in third, Truex in fourth, making up the top five is Eric Jones. Kowalski is in sixth by lots of things. He won this race last season in real life, Atlanta. Obviously Atlanta's not on this year due to the coronavirus. Hopefully we'll get back racing next week. Do you know there's someone in this I've not actually noticed who's not actually in this race, and this is Kurt Busch. Kyle Busch is in it, but Kurt Busch isn't. I can't see him on there anyway. No, he's definitely not in there. Hello Fork Road, how are you doing? Yes, you were my 300th subscriber, and I thank you very, very much. How come you can't turn on notifications? That's unusual of YouTube. I think Denny Hamlin's car looks pretty awesome actually, and that Bass car looks good. But the M&M's is my favourite. Kyle Busch's car looks awesome, and he's being hunted down now, and he looks like he's about to lose that first place. Looks like we're on lap 16 and they're already lapping the back end drivers. We have had no cautions yet, so that is a good thing. But it's age restricted notifications. That's a bit weird. I don't know why it's done that. YouTube have new rules, and it's pretty complicated actually. To be honest, I don't really understand them, but I think most content creators are now sort of blagging it. Really, we're sort of just, yeah, we understand it, but we don't understand it, if you know what I mean. So I think we're just being pointed in the right direction when we go wrong, which is good, and when we go right, we're also getting a pat on the back. So it's hard, but we are getting there slowly. As you can see, Kyle Busch is now down in 7th place because of that back traffic, and it's the number 19 car who currently leads this race. There you go, Martin Truex Jr. And Eric Jones now goes into the lead with the number 10 Almirola in 3rd and Brad Keselowski in 2nd place. Oh, you like Roblox? Yeah, my kids absolutely love Roblox. Very, very good game. Funny. Not my sort of thing, personally. I do like playing Minecraft now and again, but Roblox is not my sort of thing. But I do enjoy watching it. How is it broken? Does it need an update, or is it is there something wrong with the system you're using? As the eye in the sky shows us, it is a fight between Eric Jones and Truex Jr. at the front, with Almirola coming up behind now, with Jones moving out the way. We've had no cautions as of such yet, and Eric Jones getting very close to that wall. This track, it was made by Brian Price, I believe, or BR, is it BR or BP, who made these tracks a long time ago. So they are set up for very hardcore racing like this. But again, we may have a few yellow flags come out later in the race. I see, so is it the whole of Roblox down, is it, on PC and console, I guess? My kids play it on the console. just a little fact to know here, if no one ever knew this. These cars were literally brought to the racetrack as you see them in the 50s, obviously, and then taken home if they were drivable. Obviously, there was no crashes, as they are. So you will see a lot of these cars with number plates on, because it literally was drive to and drive home in them days. Lap 23 of 98. We are at Atlanta Speedway. It's been cancelled this week, the real NASCAR at Atlanta, due to the coronavirus, and obviously next week's at Miami has been cancelled as well. I was actually going to use the Manx mod tonight and do the Atlanta race with the current cars and current drivers, but for some reason it keeps stuttering on my system. It's the only mod I have issues with. There's definitely something wrong with it. Perhaps it doesn't get updated enough now. The creator of it doesn't look after it anymore. Maybe that's the reason, I don't know, but there's definitely issues with it. I'm not the only one who's having issues with it either. So it's definitely something wrong with their end. Then it's not the players, it's the servers and things. Okay, that's pretty bad for a big game like that. That's like Fortnite going down. If that went down, I think kids would know what to do with themselves. Got some fantastic racing going on at the front here. Kevin Harvick now looking to go in the pits with Kyle Busch, Almirola carrying on. So Harvick, the current leader, has gone into the pits. Will he come out the pits back in the lead? We'll have to wait and see. And here all the other cars coming in behind them, who are on the lead lap as well. So we go back with the number 4 car to see what happens and watch this race very closely, because that leaderboard will change in a minute. Oh, and we got a blowout. We have a blowout. Who was that? Let's have a look. Can we find that car? Where did it go? Who knows? Who knows who that was? I think it was the number 38, I believe. Reagan. Daniel Reagan, is it? I think it was Daniel Reagan. No one is out. Ryan Blaney is out with a header problem on the engine. Okay, so he is out. Jimmy Johnson's at the back, not having a good race. Ross Chaston there, Dylan, and there was the number 36. There you go, Tift. He is out of the race. He is out of the race. 2 cars out of the race. 2 cars on 2 laps behind, and a lot of cars 1 lap behind. There's only 16 cars on the lead lap. So it looks like Kalowski's just come out of the pits. So what would this mean for the standings? He's slowing everyone out. Is there issues with that car? He's slowing the back markers up. Doesn't look like that car's going very fast. Yeah, I love the Oldsmobile. I love the Oldsmobile on Wreckfest. That is absolutely fantastic. And we are back with Truex, who is in first place with a number 20 behind him, and Kevin Harvick behind him. These are the top 3 drivers at the moment. Let's go on board and see what it's like from the front of the car on the number 19. Great driving there, absolutely great driving by Truex. Really, really good as the number 20 and the number 4 keep the pressure on. So there's an update for you. Eric Jones is currently in first. When he goes over the line, he won't be. It will be Truex, yeah, and Harvick's behind Jones. Stenhouse Jr. in fourth. Clint Bauer is in 5th. Kalowski's in 6th. Kyle Busch in 7th. Suarez is in 8th. Almirola in 9th. And Denny Hamlin is flying high in 10th. So we have 2 cars out of the race. We are on lap 35 of 98 on a 30% race. We could be here a while, guys. Get very comfortable. There is no NASCAR on live this weekend. If you want to see NASCAR, either go to iRacing or come here and watch this. Eric Jones is having a really, really good race. Really good race. I think it's a Mercury. Yeah, I do believe that. I think a lot of them are Mercuries. I think there may be a Pontiac. Don't quote me on that. Maybe. Is it a Pontiac Firebird? I don't know. No, I think I'm wrong. I can't remember the car makes. But I know one of them is a Mercury. And I think there may be something else. I can't remember. I'll have to look it up and let you know. But yeah, there's definitely Mercury cars in there, among others as well. Isn't one of them, is it like a 1950s Oldsmobile? Isn't it? I can't remember. A bit of a bumpy road there, and the cars seem to sink into the tarmac. They want to get the old road diggers out to sort that out. Eric Jones still in the lead by some miracle. Now chasing up the 95 of Di Benedetto. Wow, Truex Jr. nearly went into the back of him. He leaves Truex behind, and Kevin Harvick now has the chance to pounce on Eric Jones, who's leading this race at Atlanta. We have 38 laps, 39 now of 98. If you go on the Stunrod website, it is on there what the cars are. I don't think it's in this mod it tells you what it is. I think it's in the GN55 mod, the car set. I think it tells you in there what makes of cars these are. I'm sure Pontiac is in it, and I'm sure Dodge is in it. Well, I don't know. I'm not sure if he's used only 2 makes of cars for this mod. It's the Days of Thunder mod. So it's got all the drivers from present day racing these cars. And 3 cars that come with it are from the actual film Days of Thunder with Tom Cruise, but I took them out because obviously they're not real life and present day drivers. The eye in the sky is showing us how close it is between these 3 at the front. Eric Jones, Truex Jr. and Kevin Harvick all fighting it out at the front of the grid of this Atlanta race. The 10th place driver, number 11, is exactly 20 seconds behind. That is a lot. That is a hell of a lot. As Eric Jones undertakes or overtakes that back marker there, with Truex pouncing to try and discourage Eric Jones from that lead position. I love Wreckfest, absolutely love Wreckfest, play Wreckfest a hell of a lot, and the original Stuntfest and NASCAR game, which all originated before Wreckfest come along. You should check out my other friend who I do a lot of collabs with, Ellie. That's his subscriber tag, Ellie. Check him out, he does some fantastic stuff. Stuntfest, Wreckfest. Dirt Rally 2 I've played, I have made a few videos on it, don't like it. I do like the Rallycross, I don't like the rallying. The Rallycross is pretty fun, but again, I haven't played it for a long time, but it's alright. I just don't like the rallying side of it. I've never been into rallying, to be honest. Love every motorsport you can think of except for rallying and motorbikes. Yeah, it's very slow, very slow. I've just downloaded iRacing, never played iRacing before, downloaded it earlier today, had a bit of a go, and that is one pretty hard game, but it is good, very interesting. My son loves it, but I have to try and reason with him because it's not, I would say, a game. It is definitely a simulator. and I tried to explain to him that it's not, you know, you can't just crash into things and get away with it. My username gets penalised for crashing and stuff, so I've got to do the licenses obviously, but hopefully we'll get some iRacing streams up, and definitely some more Wreckfest streams, definitely. So there's the current leaderboard. Eric Jones still in the lead. Looks like Kevin Harvick is trying his best to overtake him. Truex is still in third. Kolowski in fourth. He's moved up from sixth. Almirola in fifth. Stenhouse Jr. sixth. Boa is now in seventh. Carbush eighth. Been in the top 10 for the whole race. Suarez is in ninth. Cole Larson is in 10th. And Hamlin is 11th. The same number as his car. As you can see there, the fastest lap today so far is Kolowski, 36.633. Looks like the guys are now getting stuck behind traffic. These guys at the front are pretty fast. It makes you wonder if they've got you know, better cars, better setups. What is under them hoods, because these boys are literally lapping everything that comes at them. No, I don't think there'll be any F1 coming up soon. Got a lot of NASCAR coming up, not much F1. May do some IndyCar, but not F1 for a while now. So lap 50 of 98, 48 laps to go. And we have top three drivers of Eric Jones, Truex Jr. and Kevin Harvick. They've been in the top three most of this race. These guys are literally neck and neck at the front here, and Kevin Harvick's just watching, ready to make a move. I think there you go, he's making a move. We are 3 wide round this bend. 3 wide. Kevin Harvick, is he going to make it around? We are fighting for first place here on lap 52. We are 3 wide. Could this be the first caution of the race? Look at this. This is real hardcore racing. Oh, Kevin Harvick pulls in behind Truex Jr. and Eric Jones. Kevin Harvick is not giving in, and we've got a back marker now giving Kevin Harvick a run for his money, because obviously the back markers want to get back on the lead lap. Truex Jr. now going for the lead. But Eric Jones is not giving in easily. He is fighting to keep that place. He is in the wrong position on the track. He needs to get where Truex is, especially now as he's got behind slow traffic. Truex and Kevin Harvick could make the most of this. It looks like Harvick is going to box Eric Jones in. No, it looks like Truex is going into the pits to make a pit stop. And now Harvick is using that opportunity. Wow, nice cut of the corner there by Harvick. Harvick will now be in the lead. I'm guessing he will go in this lap into the pits for another round of pit stops, which I'm guessing they get new tyres and some more fuel. So Kevin Harvick goes into the pits with the number 41 car just leaving. Kevin Harvick is currently in the lead on this race, but that will soon change, I bet. Kalowski now in the lead, but Kalowski will go in the pits, which will give Harvick the lead again once the leaderboard updates itself. Just want to say again, thank you for 300 subscribers. Big shout out to Fork Road, who was my 300th subscriber. I will never forget that, ever. It is written on my board of things to say on my streams. Your name is up there in lights. If I had the camera on, I would show you. But you are up there in lights, Fork Road. Thank you very, very much for that subscribe. You are now in for a chance to win some PC goodies, but only when we reach 1,000 subscribers. Hey Edgar, how are you doing? How is sunny Greece today? Sorry for the silence there and the onboard camera when we weren't on board. My son just came in and told me that a tooth has fallen out and now the tooth fairy's coming to give him some money. So let's hope the tooth fairy, here's what I say, come down tooth fairy and bring him some money. So Martin Truex in the lead. Eric Jones in 4th now. Kyle Busch in 3rd place. And Kevin Harvick in 2nd. The cars are all split up all over the place now, really. There is Truex in his Bass Pro Shop liveried car. I believe behind him is Kevin Harvick, yep. And then the number 18 is there. Kyle Busch is there. He is in 3rd place. So Kevin Harvick now catching up with Truex, losing his slipstream by the looks of things. The end of my silence is a blessing to many people's ears. Did you know that? A lot of people get annoyed with me and my talking. But yeah, the coronavirus, I believe it's everywhere now. Spreading like wildfire. And if the media have us believe everything, none of us will go out of our houses again. I'm just carrying on. We're just carrying on here. It's just a typical British thing. Stiff upper lip, they call it. It's like a war thing. You know, you can't put us down. You know, throw a virus at us and we come back stronger. But I don't think this time we're going to be honest. I don't think people are taking it serious enough. Kevin Harvick in the lead now, taken over from Truex Jr. These two, I think, will battle it out to the end now. Eric Jones is in 5th now. He must have had a bad pit stop. He was in the lead for a long time, but now he is way back. He's 5 seconds, nearly 6 seconds, well, practically 6 seconds off the pace of the number 4 of Kevin Harvick. Yeah, there was 70,000 at Cheltenham. There was some other gig going on where I live. There was about 50,000 there. Yeah, it's ridiculous. No, you know, no one's bothered in this country about this thing. We're just cracking on. Yeah, we're buying toilet rolls and, you know, emptying the shelves of food. But yeah, it's because we're greedy in this country. You know, we're fat and greedy. So that's nothing new. I think that the elderly have got to be worried. The elderly have to be definitely worried. Hi, Mike Hawk. How are you tonight? How are you this evening? You're in Italy. Poor you. I hear Italy is on lockdown. How is it going there? Mike, you should catch up with my Nations Cup series. The Italians are in that. That will be back tomorrow night for round 2. We're at the Coca-Cola Speedway, Charlotte, for that one. So let's have a move around the grid and see what's going on. There is Alex Bowman just behind Denny Hamlin. There's Di Bondetto, 41 car. There's number 13 there. There's the pace car. There is Bubba Wallace in that number 43, the famous number 43 STP car. And there is Almirola, who's having a fantastic race this weekend for this vintage race weekend, I'm calling it. So it looks like Kevin Harvick and Truex are still fighting out for that first place. Schools and unis are closed in Italy. Mike says in Italy. Yes, the elderly are most likely to suffer. But we're walking around spreading it with no regard to others. Might not affect us, but can definitely harm others with it just by being in public. To be fair, yep, I completely agree with you. Walking around spreading it about, you know, there's going to be people out there that are carriers that will never actually get it. They'll just carry the disease. The same with HIV. There's people that carry that but never actually get HIV. So maybe we are making it worse. But there was a man on TV yesterday in the UK, and he basically said we all need to get it to build our immune systems up. So maybe that's something to think about. Yeah, it's funny you mentioned Kurt, because I was talking about this earlier. If you go down to this here, the standings, he's not on here for some reason, and I swear I put him in, but he's not on there. So I don't know what's happened. Perhaps he's got the coronavirus, maybe. Perhaps he's isolated himself. He's isolated himself. That's what he's done with Donald Trump. They've isolated themselves together on Air Force One, maybe. We have 14 cars on the lead lap. A lot of cars being lapped in this race. We are on lap 70 of 98. Stenhouse Jr. in 6th. Eric Jones in 5th. Kyle Busch in 4th place. Brad Kolowski in 3rd. Martin Truex is in 2nd, 1st, with Harvick, who's in 1st, 2nd. They are literally, I think they are taking it in turns each lap, just to have a bit of fun, I think, because both cars are both fast on the turns, and they're both fast on the straights. So it will be literally, I think, a pit stop that will split these two up. Yeah, the mod actually came with 36 cars, 37 cars. I'm sure Kurt Busch was one of them, and the other 3 cars were from the Days of Thunder film with Tom Cruise, but I took them out obviously because this mod is the GN55 mod Days of Thunder car set. So these were, I think it's actually 34 drivers, and Kurt Busch has just disappeared somewhere. But again, he's, you know, perhaps he hasn't got the coronavirus. Perhaps he's just in the pub, in the bar, having a drink, maybe. Perhaps he didn't want to race with his brother. Perhaps they had an argument again. You know what, that'd be a pretty good idea. Go to the Winchester, have a pint, wait for it to all blow over. Happy days. My missus was saying that she read something on the internet where a spiritualist predicted in the 80s that in 2020 a human disease, a virus, would attack the planet and all the countries on the planet, and it would arrive as it would leave as quick as it arrived, apparently, and then 10 years later, 2030, it would come back again and do exactly the same. So this spiritualist is obviously right that you know, he predicted what he's predicted is right. So hopefully he's right for the whole thing, and it does just disappear. I can't remember the guy's name, but I have googled it. I did read it myself. Yeah, and he did predict that this would happen. Truex and Harvick are just having a bit of a ball here, aren't they, really? They're just sort of racing together, you know. I think they're swapping tactics, maybe having a bit of a chat, you know, deciding what's going to happen next, you know. And then they look in the mirror and they see Brad Keselowski coming up behind him, going, "Oi, I want a piece of the action, boys." Oh, was it debunked? Ah, okay. Fair enough. I didn't know that. Don't listen to me, kids. I'm wrong. No, apparently he predicted it in the 80s that it would start in 2020, and then disappear as fast as it came, as fast as it arrived, and then come back again in 10 years' time. So perhaps it will be every 10 years, I guess. I don't know. Perhaps this is it. Perhaps this is the apocalypse. Perhaps we are onto something. Maybe we should be down the Winchester drinking a lot of beer and, you know, living it up a little bit. As Brad Keselowski comes from nowhere and takes the lead, leaving Truex and Harvick at the back, still swapping pleasantries by the looks of things. I left that onboard camera link up again, didn't I? Silly boy, Liam, silly boy. I remembered to turn it off that time. As Truex now takes the lead, he will obviously be going in the pit on this lap. And Keselowski and Harvick look like they've already gone in. Harvick going in at the same time this time as Harvick, whereas before he was going in after. And there you go. Truex is going in to the pits. What does this mean for the leadership of this race? And there is Brad Keselowski, who was in first. I'm guessing he will get back into first now. Denny Hamlin there in that number 11 car. 95 Di Bondetto is just passing Keselowski in the pits. He is way behind, or about 2 laps behind, I believe. So do you all think it was a good thing to postpone all the sport this weekend? Because I've heard that UFC is still going on. I do like that number 2 car. I love the colour of it. Just nice and plain white. Yep, you are correct, Fork Road, you are correct. 300 subs, you could be in with a chance to win some PC goodies. Help me reach 1,000 subscribers, guys, and you could be in the chance for some PC gaming goodies. 1,000 subscribers, and then you will all be picked out randomly, and the first person to be picked out will just win some PC goodies. Doesn't matter where you are in the world, you will win some PC goodies. And yes, Liverpool, I want Liverpool to win the league. I don't support Liverpool, but I would like them to win the league. They've not won it forever, and I just want them to stick 2 fingers up to Manchester United, to be fair. And they will win the league, but I don't think the Premier League will continue. I think it will be closed now for the rest of the season, and they'll just be they'll be awarded the trophy. I think they've already won it anyway, let's be honest. No one can catch them. It'd be madness if anyone did catch them. Man City are absolutely awful this season. Yeah, I heard it was still happening in UFC, but some guy said on their Facebook today, he said that's because they're going to kick the coronavirus crap out of them. So if they got the coronavirus, they're going to get it kicked out of them, apparently. So, yeah, I've not heard any more though, so I don't know if it is on or not. What time is it there in Greece and in Italy? So we are on lap 85 of 98, coming up to the end of this race, and Kalowski is now coming up behind Martin Truex, who is not in the lead. Kevin Harvick is in the lead, and that is to do with all the pit stops. And I did say this, the pit stops would change up that leadership of Harvick and Truex, but Kalowski now fighting his way up, and Kyle Busch there. All 4 of them have potential to win this race. We are 13 laps from the checkered flag. $11:39. Wow, that is the howling hour, the wolfing hour, as they say. Yeah, he won't cancel, and all of Vince McMahon, he won't cancel either. So we're going to have a few UFC fighters and WrestleMania fighters with coronavirus. But, you know, they are fit, healthy young men, so they will, you know, and women, sorry, fit, young, healthy men and women. So they will get over it pretty quickly. So we have a three-way race for the lead here. Kevin Harvick currently in the lead as he goes over the start-finish line. Martin Truex takes second on that lap. Brad Keselowski getting very close to Kevin Harvick there. We've not had one caution this race. These guys are behaving very, very well. They don't want to crash these vintage cars. It's actually a good thing that there's been no crashes, because if you actually have ever used the GN55 mod, the damage model is not that good, and I have searched high and low all over Google to find a damage model for this mod, and it is nowhere to be found. So it's a shame, because the damage model is not that good on this mod. Yeah, I know the old 3DS. It's handheld, wasn't it? The old Nintendo. Yeah, I know that thing. I never had one though. 2000. Yeah, I was still at school in 2000. I didn't have one though. No, never had one. I had a Game Boy, Game Gear. I had an Atari from my dad. It was his. I had a Master System, Mega Drive, PlayStation 2, Xbox 360 and Xbox One, and now PC. But I've had PCs all through my life, but mainly for business and schoolwork. This is my first gaming PC. Did the 3DS really come out in 2000? I thought it come out like a few years ago. Wow, it's like 20 years ago. You have one? Wow, that must be worth a lot of money. You want to take it on some antiques roadshow or something, you may value it. Maybe worth a couple of grand. Where are you from, Fork Road? Whereabouts are you based? We've got Mike from Italy. We've got Edgar from over living in Greece now. And we've also got Magnus from Germany. We have a wide variety of nationalities on this channel, and that's what we like. We like the whole world to take part. We don't want just people from one country, we want everyone involved. You think it's 2000? Oh right, it wasn't 2000 more time, blah blah blah. Yeah, I thought it. Yeah, it wasn't 2000, was it? It was more. The Game Boy Mini was 2000. Yeah, and then the DS followed, wasn't it? With the 3DS. The 3DS was only about 2014, wasn't it? I think. Brad Kalowski on lap 93 is in the lead, with Truex coming over the line in second, and Kevin Harvick is in third. They're still fighting out for this first place, this podium position. They all get a podium position in the top three, obviously, but it's first. No one remembers second or third. There's nothing wrong with being old. Things that look old, they'll you know, it's a good thing being old. You know, you've lived, you've seen a lot of stuff, but you ache a lot and your back hurts. 2011. Wow, that's only, you know, 9 years old. If you ain't first, you're last. That is so true, baby Jesus. So we are on lap 96 and Brad Kalowski is coming up behind some traffic. Could this impede his victory or his road to victory lane? As Kevin Harvick uses his slipstream of Kalowski to put himself past that back marker, and it looks like Truex as well is using Kevin Harvick's slipstream to pull himself along. Them two cars do not seem as fast as Kalowski's, as we are on lap 97, 2 to go. Do you know what? I was thinking that I was going to go watch it tonight, Netflix. You can get the Rainbow Road map on Retfest Fork Road. It's awesome. So as the guys see the white flag, we are on lap 98 of this long race. We have been here a while, haven't we? And it looks like Kalowski is going to win as we go around the second turn. Kevin Harvick is hot on his tail with Truex Jr. hot on his tail as we come down the back super stretch of Daytona. Can Kalowski keep hold of this lead? He's gone on the outside. Bad move. Kevin Harvick is now looking like he's going to take the lead. Can Kalowski win? He won here last year at Atlanta in real life. Can he win again on NR 2003? And he does. Brad Kalowski wins. Kevin Harvick second. Martin Truex in third. So the top 10 were only on the lead lap. Almirola come off it and it was 1 lap behind Bubba Wallace, Jimmy Johnson, Ryan Preece that is, and who else? LaJoy, McDowell, Smithley. They were all 3 to 5 laps behind. That is way behind as we see the guys come in to the pits to go towards victory lane for Brad Kalowski. Fantastic win in the vintage 55 car. Very well done to Brad Kalowski. Kevin Harvick came second, Truex Jr. third, Eric Jones in fourth, who led for quite a while, Kyle Busch in fifth, who was in third for a little bit. I believe he was in first as well, and also Clint Bower is in sixth, Stenhouse Jr. in seventh, Ryan Newman, who's currently out of NASCAR and who can have a proper rest now, is in eighth. Chris Buescher is in ninth, and Alex Bowman, the number 88, is in 10th place. Absolutely fantastic. No, this wasn't as exciting as the Nations Cup. The Nations Cup is back tomorrow, Edgar, between 8 and half 8 UK time, and let's hope we have a fantastic race. This wasn't what I expected it to be. I expected it to be a lot of cautions, but there wasn't, unfortunately, but it was good. We had 3 cars racing for that top spot, so that was nice to watch. Anyway, thank you for watching. Thank you for joining me on my 300th sub video. Fork Road was the 300th subscriber, so big shout out to him. Big shout out to Edgar, who's in Greece, living up in that nice sunny climate. Hopefully the sun will kill the coronavirus and get rid of all them bugs. I'm off to bed now to relax and chill out, and I shall be back tomorrow. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe to all the people out there, and don't forget to share with your friends and family all over the world, and then they can see the Nations Cup second round tomorrow night at Charlotte for the Coca-Cola race. Fantastic. Thanks for watching, guys. Good night and take care.